Hello ladies and gentlemen, in this video we are going to see about a food web. A food web is nothing but an interconnected food chain having a interaction between each other. So in a previous video we have seen about what is meant by food chain. A food chain is nothing but a flow of energy from one organism to another organism through food habits. Take for example, a rat eats grains. Grains is coming from plants and the rat eats the grains. A snake eat a rat, a eagle eat a snake. So this is what a one food chain. So there is a flow of energy whenever one organism feed on another organism. So in this video, what we are going to say about is a food web. A food web is nothing but a bigger than that of a food chain. A food web consists of number of a food web consists of a number of food chains. Okay. So here there is an example for a food web. So here in this food web there is a number of a food chain is there. Take for example, we can start from a plants. Okay. So here a plant and its products was eaten by the deer. Okay, a plant and its products was eaten by a deer. Okay, deer was eaten by a tiger. So there is a flow of energy from plant and its products to deer, deer to tiger. So there is a flow of energy. This is the one food chain. We can say another food chain. A plant and its products was eaten by a mouse. A mouse was eaten by a rabbit. A rabbit was eaten by a cat. A cat was eaten by a lion. This is another food chain. Same thing like another example. Mouse was eaten by rabbit. Rabbit was eaten by cat. Cat was again eaten by a tiger. This is one separate food chain. A plants and products was eaten by a rabbit. A rabbit was eaten by a cat. Cat was eaten by a tiger. This is another food example. Plant and its products was eaten by mouse. Mouse was eaten by a owl. So this is the one food chain. Plant and its products was eaten by a mouse. Mouse was eaten by snake. Snake was eaten by a eagle. So this is another example of food chain. So there is a multiple food chain here in a food web. Okay, here another example. A plant was eaten by a plant and its products was eaten by goat or sheep. Goat or sheep was eaten by a jackal. Jackal was eaten by a lion. This is one food chain. A plant and its products was eaten by a goat and sheep. Goat and sheep was eaten by a tiger. This is another. Then goat and sheep was eaten by a lion directly. Here, without jackal, the food chain also happens between a goat and a lion. A food chain happens through a jackal here. A food chain happens through a without a jackal directly by a lion also happen. Okay, so the feeding habit of a organism changes between these food chains. Okay, so what is the concept is that it is an interaction between the food chains. Okay, interaction between the food chains. The same animal or same plant can be a food for number of an organism, number of an animal. Here rabbit is food for cat. Here rabbit is also food for a okay. Rabbit is here rabbit is food for a cat. Rabbit can also food for a jackal also. Rabbit can also be a food for a jackal directly. Take another example. Here goat and sheep is food for a tiger. Goat and sheep is also food for a lion. Goat and sheep also food for a jackal. Deer is food for a tiger. Deer is also food for a lion. So there is a multiple interaction between a different food chains are happen. That is what is known as a food web. Okay, this is the concept of food web. So here you just need to note down one important point is that. So sorry. Here whenever the energy flows, only 10% energy flows from one organism to other organism while feeding. So what is the meaning is that whenever the mouse was whenever the mouse eats plants and its products, and then a mouse was eaten by a cat, and then a mouse was eaten by a cat. Only the 10% of energy flow will happen between a mouse and the cat. The remaining 90% of the energy will get lost due to respiration. So due to respiration activities, okay, mouse having a various activities. It is running, it is jumping. So in these activities, 90% of the energy is getting lost. Okay, only 10% of the energy flow from one organism to another organism. This is not only for a mouse, for every organism energy flow will be only 10%. This is just an approximate amount. Okay, this is the approximate amount. So approximately 10% energy will be flow from one organism to another organism. Remaining 90% will be get lost due to the respiration activities. Okay, so this is what is the concept of a food chain. Thank you.